going to reveal our screen time.
What? Have you got the same phone as me, or?
A Samsung.
A Samsung. Good boy. Yeah. And for that person with that confession, I'm glad that you managed to find ways to...
It's amazing. Because you can damage yourself on so...
You feel a bit
look at those
wary of them.
reprobates.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he has his hood up. Oh, he must be a dangerous criminal. Probably have a knife in his pocket.
It's a bit insane at the minute. Like,
very hypocritical of us.
Like, what do you think? Like, do you not look at it?
Yeah. Like, you've even got your phone in your hand.
Yeah, but this has got my notes on it.
Oh,
so.
Okay. I'll call her out. Sorry, but yeah. And he was like, I will never let my children have sleepovers, just for that pure fact, because he was...
So my youngest got invited to a sleepover for a birthday party.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell is going on? Why are they knocking on the door? And he's like, oh, they want me to go out. I'm like, what? Since when? That's never happened before.
But that's amazing.
That's weird.
That's good. It's not weird. Because we used to do it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. But that would...
Wait outside McDonald's hoping that my mate was going to turn up. Literally just in hope. Because you'd have no idea, would you? But with that £20, and I appreciate that's a lot of money, even now. And welcome to the new set of the Confessional Podcast 2.0. Obviously, you are listening to and watching yours truly, Rick, and the amazingly beautiful co-host, Kimmi Kaiy.
Hi.
How's it going, everybody? Kim, tell me about the new set, please. It looks fancy.
Like it?
I love it.
So I've literally worked my arsehole off for the last 2 days trying to get this ready for you to...
I think it looks amazing.
Down. It was done on a budget, but I actually love it.
I don't think
great.
You could have said it cost £50 or $5,000. Either way, I think it looks amazing.
Oh yeah, I wish I'd have filmed the process, but I was too busy.
Yeah,
I love it.
Truly, it looks fucking great. I really like it.
We have a phone now.
We have a phone.
So people can call us on the website, so you can leave us voicemails and leave your confessions. Obviously, you'll still be anonymous. We will be able to hear your voice though, so try and disguise it in any way you can.
Or we can disguise it.
Yeah, I'm sure
we could.
Not play
it through like a reverb, so it'd be like, I am a robot kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm sure we could. Yeah. So you can now leave us voicemails, which I think will be fun. So I think
it'll be really fun.
We can get some of them soon.
That's fun, isn't it?
It's a bit like Deal or No Deal, isn't it?
How many people have seen this phone and would know how to use it? That's what I'm curious about. How old would you have to be to not know how to use that, do you think? 23?
Well, my 15-year-old didn't have a clue, so...
That's amazing.
It's bad, isn't it? It makes me feel so old.
It is. Apart from the set, which looks incredible, how have you been and what have you been up to?
I've had, actually, because it's been a month since I've seen you, it's been actually a really good month. Yeah? So I'm monetised on YouTube.
Amazing.
I have my digital marketing qualification.
Oh,
that's in the bag.
Yes.
And obviously I've started my weight loss journey, so I've lost a stone.
You can tell.
Can you?
Your face, definitely.
That's good. That's good. So I've lost a stone in 4 weeks. I haven't lost anything this week, which is a bit shit, but I think towards the end of like the 4 weeks of the course of the injections, it wears off a little bit. So tonight's my big injection.
Big one?
Big one, like double my dose, my normal dose. So
have you been going to the gym?
I've been once.
You've gone to the gym?
So I signed up to the gym, went once to try and check it all out and see. I don't like it. I don't like the gym. It's
not David Lloyd, is it?
It's not David Lloyd.
You fucking pump.
It's tiny. Everyone's so close to everyone. I want to go when there's no people there.
Yeah.
Because I went at quite a busy time.
What time did you go?
It was about 10 o'clock in the morning on a Friday.
Oh, is that a busy time?
It was really busy.
I would have said that's like one of the quietest.
No, it was really. You can check on the app though. It's Pure Gym, so you can check on the app when people are in.
Yeah. So I'm signed up to 2 gyms, one local to me. Pure Gym, obviously, for when I'm travelling. Really good feature. Trying to see how many people have checked in.
I mean, they've got everything you need. It's just not David Lloyd. But again, it's not the price of David Lloyd, so I can't really complain.
That is wildly expensive.
Yeah, it's like triple the amount of money you go to David Lloyd. So
obviously they position David Lloyd as like a leisure.
Yeah,
and I get it.
It really is. They've literally got everything there. You've got restaurant, you've got tennis court. Yeah, you've got everything there, but it is expensive. Yeah. So
your gym it's not cheap and nasty. That's the wrong word. It's cheap and cheerful, isn't it?
It's get done and get out.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
that's a lot. Like in a month, by the way. Like that's huge. You've done a lot.
Like the first week I lost 7 pounds.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's obviously a lot of water weight, but yeah, 7 pounds in a week. I've never ever done that in my life. So,
wow.
And I'm eating, it's working. I'm eating so much better. I can't eat shit. So I'm literally eating all healthy stuff, which is obviously making me feel so much better. I feel happier. I feel healthier.
Oh.
I'm not farting.
No bum sneezers.
No bum sneezers. Yes. So yeah, it's good. It's really good.
Oh, good. Do you feel okay?
I feel great. So the only thing I've had is constipation. So constipation has been so bad. But apart from that, no other symptoms. So.
And you've been recording it on your TikTok channel?
Yeah, so on my TikTok, I've been putting recipes and stuff on there as well for people to if they want.
And how's that going? How's that channel going?
A bit shit, to be honest. A bit shit. I think I've got 700 followers.
You say a bit shit. Like some people have been on TikTok for 4 years and don't have 700 followers.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just trying to get to 1,000 so then I can put TikTok Shop on there and then I can go live and do all that good stuff. But I just need to...
What are you going to do on TikTok Shop?
Obviously all the healthy stuff.
I know.
Gym stuff, healthy stuff. Yeah, that's the plan.
TikTok Shop can make money.
Yeah.
It can. I bought a shirt on TikTok Shop just because I liked the shirt. And you know when it kind of sends you prompts like, post this and you can earn money. And I was literally sat doing nothing and I was like, I've just tried it on. It's on me. I'll make a video. And it was very awkward. And I was like, hi. I'm 6 foot and normally size XL and this is size XL. And I actually really like the shirt. It's a quarter down button shirt and I've rolled the sleeves up to put into context, kind of this is my size. And it was only $13.99 and I believe it's on offer. If you like it, go and check it out. Thanks for watching. So it was a really awkward video. It wasn't like me trying to be like, oh, hey, I have the... Yeah, I was just kind of very normal.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to sell anything and everything. I want to sell the stuff that I use. Yeah.
Yeah, but it made me 280 quid.
Fucking
hell. It went viral. Viral in TikTok Shop world.
Yeah.
So it got 110,000 views.
Wow.
And I sold something ludicrous, 600. They were through my link. And I was like, whack it out. Why have I got £200 available in TikTok? Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to give it a go. Just as a little side income.
Yeah, because I've got a friend who does TikTok Shop and she does it full time now. I'll give her a shout out. Roxanne, hello. Hope you're well. And she does it full time. And obviously I won't say what she's earning financially, but she is doing very well. Very well.
Yeah, I know quite a few people that do really well on TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
So,
it's a side hustle, and if there's money there, then why not, man? Why not? Right, anyway, what's on the agenda?
Wait, have you been okay?
Oh, yeah, I've been all right. March is such a busy month for me. It's my daughter's birthday, then my son's birthday, then my sister's birthday, and then it's Mother's Day. So busy. And then obviously with just work and normal life and everything, I feel like March was started 3 days ago because it's just so quick. I'm back in the gym and I have been consistently for a month now, which I'm really happy with. I'm just busy. I'm so busy, but I'm happy.
Good.
I'm busy but happy. So.
Good.
And I really like these new chairs, by the way. They're a lot more comfortable.
They are, aren't they?
And I can't slouch. So if anyone has ever noticed me kind of slouching into the producer literally sends me screenshots of our videos and he goes, are you fucking comfy then? I'm like, yeah, I'm so sorry. So yeah, these will keep me upright and focused. So yeah, I'm happy. But go on.
Right, so this week I want to talk about smartphones and life before smartphones. So I've got a confession. I'll read that first.
That's fun. That's a really fun thing to talk about.
So this confession's a bit heavy, but it should get us onto a nice chill topic. So I got so addicted to my phone that I lost my job. I was constantly obsessed with checking my phone, scrolling on social media, online gambling and stupid games. I work from home, but I kept getting distracted and missing deadlines. In the end, my boss said I had to go. I didn't blame them. Now I have timers on my phone. I've blocked myself from gambling sites and I don't allow myself to download any games. It ruined my life and I wish smartphones were never invented.
I respect that fully.
How do you feel about smartphones? So on one hand, they're great. You literally have your own personal assistant in your phone.
Yours is Big Bob, isn't it?
My Bob, yeah. My AI Bob.
Yeah, that's weird, but yeah.
But we've got schedules. You can take photos whenever you want. You've got all your memories on there.
Yeah.
But they are a massive distraction.
I hate technology. I hate it. Nobody lives in the moment now.
No, they don't, do they? I think it was better when like online social media was on a computer and you had to go to a computer.
I went out for dinner last night and we quite literally had this conversation.
Really?
So I'm really happy to talk about it. Yeah, so I went out with two guys my age. We're all fathers. We all work full-time jobs. And we were kind of reminiscing the good old days that we would now call it, because we're in our mid-30s, aren't we? And so I feel bad for teenagers and kids now because not smartphones as such, but everything that you can do on a smartphone is made to be distracting and absorb you into it so that you just focus all of your time on that you spend all of your time either on that one app or that one game or whatever. So you kind of forget the world around you. And then when somebody kind of interrupts you while you're doing that, one, you probably have mood swings because you don't want to be interrupted.
Yeah.
And two, because you haven't been active, it'll make you feel quite lazy and lethargic. So you don't want to do anything. Like, obviously, so my sister's 16 today, so happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. And I'm not saying she's lazy, but so when I was 16, you couldn't get me in the house.
Yeah.
It was nearly impossible to get me to come home. Apart from dinner, when I was hungry, I wasn't in. And she goes out and, she does kind of the typical whatever, but she's nowhere near out as frequent as we probably were when we were kids. And she'll want to do something and her friends will be like, oh no, like I'm just going to stay in and play Minecraft on my laptop or whatever. Like there's so many more distractions for them, which I think makes them lazy. I'm not saying that they're all lazy, but it makes them not want to do anything active.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that stems from parents, but our parents didn't really do anything with us, but we were always out and active, right?
Yeah.
Like, so people are like, times are different. Like, I bet when you were a kid, your parents used to take you out all the time. Absolutely not.
No,
literally
we had real life friends though, didn't we? Like,
we had real life friends, correct.
You just go outside and play with your friends.
We literally went out and found something to do because we had to use our imagination because we couldn't Google, what can I go out and do? Like we had to.
Yeah.
I remember, this is wild. So I remember I used to arrange with my friend on a Friday at school, and I lived in a place called Burford. I used to arrange with my friend at school and be like, right, I'll meet you in Oxford, which is 22 miles away. It took like an hour and 15 minutes on the bus. I'll meet you at Oxford. 10:30 a.m. outside McDonald's.
Yeah.
So I'll see you tomorrow. And he was like, cool. And there wasn't like a chance for me to text him and be like, oh mate,
are you still coming?
Yeah, you're still coming. So I used to get the bus at 8:15 in the morning with my 20 quid, which was shitloads of money then, way outside McDonald's, hoping that my mate was going to turn up. Literally just in hope, because you'd have no idea, would you? But with that £20, and I appreciate that's a lot of money even now, but I used to be able to get a McDonald's, go to the cinema, go ice skating, and probably buy a poster from HMV. And obviously have my bus fare as well. So I'd be out from like 8 a.m. and I used to get, I think it was a 7 p.m. bus. So I used to be home for just before 9. And I was out all day. Nobody knew where I was. Nobody knew what I was up to, but I was having a great time. And there was no like checking that, oh mate, are you here? Well, there was none of that, was there?
None
Whereas now, like friends, sorry, my phone's just, my started vibrating saying I'm doing exercise. Now kids will be like, oh, no, I'm not coming, or I'm going to be, there's just no like.
I noticed it the other day, so it was in the car, and we wasn't going far, but my daughter was in the back, and she was moaning that she was bored, and I was like, I don't let her have iPads or anything, so she doesn't have anything to like focus on all the time, because I think it's better for her not to have that.
Yeah.
Like she watches enough YouTube when she's at home, so like, she doesn't need an iPad.
Not in the car.
No, so she was saying that she was bored, and I was like, when we were kids, like we didn't have anything to keep us occupied. I said we used to sit in the car and do raindrop races on the window. And she was asking me about raindrop races, and I was telling her, I was
that's cute.
Kids just are so scared of being bored now, aren't they? It's weird.
It's easy for kids to be bored now if they don't have technology. So it's really easy for them to just shut off mentally and just absorb themselves in a screen.
Yeah.
Because that's given them their serotonin hit.
Yeah.
Whereas prior to having these screens that we all love and stare at so much, we actually had to use our brain, think about things, use our imaginations, and we had to find something to do to entertain ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, we actually had to. didn't we?
Yeah, I said to her, like, it's okay to be bored. That's you can be bored. It's okay.
No. You'll be all right.
It's gonna happen. Just chill. Just enjoy the peace and the quiet.
But I make a conscious effort with like, so for example, my middle son, he's a very typical boisterous boy. He's nearly 6, and he's like, Dad, I want to play catch. And I'm like, cool, let's play catch. And that's like me kind of probably scrolling on some form of social media. And I'm now truly consciously, since we had our discussion, I think it was like 2 months ago, I'm consciously, when he's like, Dad, I want to do this, I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So I'm like putting my phone down and we'll play catch for half an hour, and it'll get to the point where he's like launching it at me and I'm launching it back, and then my daughter will be like, we do it, and I'm like playing catch. She's like, I want to play. All you have to do is give them a little bit of time away from the screens to do something that we think might be boring, but to them, they love, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, we got out paper and pens the other day and put them on the dining room table, and all three of my kids sat and probably drew for up to an hour. And they were just drawing pictures, and I was like, I bet you can't draw that. And they're like, of course I can, mate. And they were drawing, and I was like, wow, that's like an hour burnt. Whereas prior to that, my daughter would probably be in Roblox, my son will be watching YouTube Kids, and my other son will be watching something silly on TV. Like, yeah,
it does take away from relationships, doesn't it? So like,
hugely.
Because
I know loads of relationships that are broken up over social media.
Literally, people just staring at the phone and not communicating with anyone else.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's really bad.
It's really bad. And what's also really bad is, randomly, I was talking about this as well, is I think relationships massively break down because it's very easy to just absorb yourself in your phone. But then when you're absorbed in your phone, it's very easy for other people to give you attention through your phone.
Yeah.
Whereas, is that dog on penis?
Yeah.
Like Ken doll. She has a Ken doll on her shelf.
That's a naughty grandpa.
And it actually has a phallus. Yeah. And it kind of threw me because I was looking at it while I was talking. So I apologise for getting sidetracked there. But so if you don't think you're getting enough attention from your partner, let's say, you can go online and get attention from a stranger probably within 5 minutes.
Yeah. Do you know what else it does? It's not just attention from others. It's looking at other people's perfect lives online and thinking, my life's not like that. There must be something wrong.
Correct.
I need to do better. I need to get better.
It's sad, isn't it?
It's really, really sad.
I think it's really sad. Like, obviously, and I appreciate, again, back in our day, it used to be like magazines, didn't it? People would look through magazines and be like, oh my God, that woman has an hourglass figure, and oh my God, this man has huge muscles, and should I look like this, or am I wrong? But because you weren't looking at it all day, every day, you'd look at it, and at the time, you might think, should I look like that? But then 10 minutes later, once you put it down, you're like, it's cool. Do you want to go out anyway? And like, go and knock on for your mate. And like, imagine a kid knocking on for another kid now. It just wouldn't happen. Like, you wouldn't go to your friend's house and knock on the door and ask their mum and be like, oh, hey, can Max come out and play?
Do you know, it's happened once with my son. His friends came to knock on the door, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Why are they knocking on the door? And he's like, oh, they want me to go out. I'm like, what? Since when? That's never happened before.
But that's amazing.
That's weird.
That's good. It's not weird.
Yeah, we did. But that was weird. Like, it's never happened since. Like, it happened once.
Kids don't have to talk or interact with adults anymore at all, in any respect. So I remember, like, when I was a kid, I'd call my mate's house phone and their parents would answer, and I'd be like, hi, is Max there? And they'd be like, oh, who's this? And I'd be like, it's Rick. And they'd be like, oh, how are you, Rick? And I'd be like, I'm okay, thanks. Is Max there, please? And they'd I'm just using a random name, but, and then if I couldn't get hold of my mate on the phone, I'd walk to his house and knock on his door, and one of his parents would answer the door, and I'd be like, oh, can Max come out and play? And so we had to interact with people, whereas now, like, loads of parents don't know their kids' friends because you physically don't have to interact with them.
I literally don't have a clue of his friends.
My sister will, at dinner time, she'll be reeling off these names, so many names. And I'm like, who the fuck are all these people you're talking? She's like, oh, they're all my pals. I've only met 2 of her friends, and she's talking about like 13 or 14 friends. And I always say to her, I'm like, oh, invite your friend round for dinner. Or if you want to have a sleepover, you're very welcome to. And, like, we'll rent a movie on Sky or get a takeaway or something. And she's like, oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it? I'm like, it's not, though. I'm like, when we were kids, it was really fun, wasn't it? But to completely darken this, and it's a terrible statistic, I watched a podcast, somebody called Liam Tufts. I really like his podcast, by the way. It's called DNA, I believe. And he had an ex-police officer on who was in the world of basically paedophilia and kind of child abuse and stuff. And he said that 1 in 4 adults is a paedophile.
What?
Mentally.
One in four?
Yeah, whether they've acted on it, 1 in 4 adult men are attracted to children.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah. And he was like, I will never let my children have sleepovers just for that pure fact, because he was...
So my youngest got invited to a sleepover for a birthday party.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way. Like, I don't know their parents.
Yeah.
I don't trust their parents. Like, I don't know what's going to happen at that sleepover. Never, ever. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know what age I would let her have a sleepover.
Yeah.
I spoke to my friends about it as well, and they were like, just let her go. She'll have a great time. And I'm like, I just can't.
I've let my daughter have one, but it's through her best friend, and we know their parents very well. We've been to their house multiple times. They've been to our house multiple times. And we're obviously very comfortable with each other, where we're happy for that situation to happen. But if it was like a friend that I'd never met and I was just going to go and knock on the door and meet their mum and dad and shake their hand, categorically no.
Yeah, no.
Wouldn't happen. But sorry, how do you feel about social media? Because I've just rattled on for like however long.
I do like obviously I work on social media, so I am constantly on my phone, but it definitely does pull you away from reality and real relationships.
Yeah.
And it's hard to just put your phone down and not look at it.
Yeah. Like you've even got your phone in your hand.
Yeah, but this has got my notes on it.
Oh,
so.
okay. Okay. I'm like, well, I'm calling her out. Sorry, but yeah. It's
I think it's sad. Like, I don't know what it's going to be like when my kids are older. I don't think there's going to be real relationships anymore. I think everything will be online. Like, if Samsung brought out a phone that didn't have everything on it, like didn't have all the smartphone features, it had a camera, it had like
why do you need a camera?
I like catching memories and stuff. I take
why
photos
can't you live
constantly.
in the moment?
Yeah, that's true, but I do like looking at.
So I'm going to a festival this year for my sister wanted to go to a festival, so that's why I got her for her birthday. I bought her tickets, and I said to her, "We'll go, but on the premise that we don't take a million pictures." I was like, "And we'll just live in the moment, and it'll be our memories, and you can tell people about it, and you'll have stories, rather than going, oh look, I did that," and they'll be like, "Okay, cool." But anyway, I was like, "You'll be able to talk about." So
it's true, but I do like looking back. Like I was looking through my old photos the other day, and I really like to see like
it's nice, but I feel like we don't live in the moment anymore.
No, we don't. I mean, we take videos of fucking fireworks for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And no one ever watches them back.
Well, but why do we do it?
I don't know.
But why do we do it?
You literally see people as well.
And I reckon I took 100 pictures. Why? Let's just walk in the woods and climb some trees and get muddy and have fun.
Yeah.
Like, just live it. We, I think, we're so retracted from the present and now. Like, we'll be in that moment, but we'll be looking at it through a screen.
Yeah.
It's wild, right?
Yeah,
it's mad.
Insane.
It's such a shame. So I'm really excited to go to this music festival with her. And I was like, I'm not going to have my phone the whole time. I was like, I'm not. I was like, I know, I'm here. Does that give
you anxiety?
No. I'm here, you're there. I'm going to have a bum bag because I'm an adult and I am very old and I need places to place valuables. And I was like, let's just have fun. I was like, we'll have some drinks, we'll eat some shit food, and we'll listen to the music, and we'll live in the moment, and hopefully get sunburned, and we'll have a great time. Like, I was like, we don't need to take I was like, we'll probably take one picture of us just at the festival, so we have that one cool memory, and then let's just have fun.
I actually like that.
I really think, I'm not saying you or me, I think as a society, we really need to start living in the moment again.
Would you buy a phone that didn't have everything on it, or would you feel like you're missing out?
I don't get FOMO now. I used to get really bad FOMO on social media, like really bad FOMO. If I wasn't on my social media platforms, replying to people's comments, commenting on other people's stuff, making content, I used to feel like I was a failure. Nearly. And I mean, everybody who follows me on social media has probably noticed I haven't posted a reel for 3 weeks. I haven't, and it's not that I don't give a fuck about it, and I'm very grateful and thankful to everybody who follows my platforms, but I haven't let it absorb me anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm being so much more productive in real life because of it.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely a lot more present with my family and my kids. A lot more present. Which to me is important because nobody's going to remember me on social media for the good things, but my family and my kids will remember me for the good things. And I'd rather make a good impression on them than 189,000 strangers that follow me.
Yeah, it's true.
No?
Very true.
True, right?
Yeah.
But our kids will remember us for that, and now, well, hopefully when they're older, they'll be like, my mum was always there.
Yeah.
And when I was sad or I was feeling conscious about it, they gave me a cuddle and they made it okay. Instead of, I tried to talk to my mum and like she was never really present. She was always busy.
Yeah.
Like when people say we're busy, we're not busy. We're fucking scrolling on Instagram reels. We're not busy, are we? Like, I think we're only as busy as we want to make ourselves, and you can very easily change where you give your time for priority.
Yeah.
And that's what I've done a lot more, and I'm really enjoying not being on social media as much. If I lost my profile tomorrow, I wouldn't be mad. So in a very roundabout way, yes, I would buy one of those phones.
I don't know if I would. I think I'd be very anxious.
For you, your business is online.
It is, yeah.
So your income is from online, so I understand it.
It's hard. It's a hard one because when my daughter turns 12, that's the age when the kids got phones, is when they were 12, because they're going to school and I wanted to make sure they were okay and they could contact me.
I understand that.
But they got smartphones though. I don't think I'll buy her a smartphone. I don't want her to have access to everything that's out there. And that's going to be hard because her friends will probably...
All of them will. Every single one will have a smartphone.
Yeah, they will. And that's going to make me look like a shit mom.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't...
But my daughter's 9, and a couple of her friends in her friendship group already have phones.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
iPhones.
Scary.
Yeah. Like, truly. So we've said when she goes to year 7, we'll get her a phone. So when she's in secondary school.
Yeah.
Primary school, I feel, is very secure, and, you kind of know where they are and you still pick them up and things like that. But when it gets to a point where she'll be walking home alone from school and to school, then, I think she'll need a phone of being able to contact kind of us, or us knowing where she is.
We didn't know, did we? We literally...
No.
I used to go visit my mum. My mum used to live in Chesterfield, which is quite away from here.
Yeah.
Because I used to live in this area still, and I used to have to go and travel to my mum when I was about 11 or 12.
Yeah.
I had to get on 3 buses just to go and see my mum.
Yeah.
And
it was
no
fine.
phone or nothing.
And it was fine.
It was, it's just...
I used to go to Manchester to see my grandparents on my own from Oxford, and that was like a 3.5 hour journey, and then I had to get a bus from Manchester to the town that they lived in, and that was 2 buses. And I used to do that on my own, and I was like 12. On my own. Fully on my own.
It's weird how it's changed so much, isn't it?
If you saw a 12-year-old on a bus or a train now, you'd literally be like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, is everything all right?
You'd be ringing the police, wouldn't you? You'd be like, this person's
Which is
obviously
sad,
lost.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's really sad.
I think kids need some more independence, and they need to trust their intuition, and they need to trust themselves in situations.
And I've noticed with my older ones, they don't like going into a shop and asking for things. And I'm and that's because they've been like wrapped in bubble wrap, and they don't have the experiences that we used to have.
And it's not experience, it's just normal. Physical human interaction.
I seen a TikTok of this woman. She was trying to teach a kid independence. I think he was 7, and she gave him some money. She sat outside the shop.
I was about to bring this up.
She told him to go into the shop and order to pick some stuff, and he might have to speak to the manager.
Yeah.
So he did it. He went in and he came out and he was so proud of himself and he was so happy. But he said he felt nervous, like his legs were shaky. But he was so proud of himself. But the comments were actually gross. They were calling her like a bad mum and saying
ludicrous.
She shouldn't put her kid in danger like that. And I'm like,
danger?
She was literally outside the shop.
Like, it's not danger.
No, it's not.
We all used to do it. I used to get my pocket money. I remember like the age of 5 walking down into the town I lived in on my own with a quid, and I used to buy like Pokemon cards and 30p worth of penny sweets and some crisps. And I didn't go home after that. I'd then go to like the Rec, which was a huge green that had a play park on, and go and meet my mates. And I'd open my Pokemon cards while eating my sweets. And I wouldn't go home for like 4 or 5 hours.
No.
And I was all on my own. And I was like 5 or 6 then.
Yeah.
Kids have 0 independence and 0 human adult interaction. They have lots of interaction with kids their own age, but there is no interaction with older people and strangers, and how to break down that relationship and how you should interact and speak to them.
I think they need to be in some sticky situations to learn how to get out of it. And as long as they're not in any serious
And if they
danger,
are, they need to learn how to get themselves out of it.
So in the shop now, I let my daughter, I'll say like, can you go and grab me some bananas while I'm at the other end of the aisle? And she loves like just walking off by herself and picking up stuff and then bringing it back to me. Yeah. I've obviously still got my eyes on her. It's a great thing. But she loves like just going off. Yeah.
Well, and I know this is a very fortunate position to be in, but like, I quite enjoy going out for dinner with my family and my kids. And I appreciate not everyone can do that, but I make my kids read the menu themselves. I do not choose for them, obviously, unless they can't read. I make them read the menu, and then when the waiter or waitress comes, I make them all. And if they don't talk, we literally will just sit in silence until they do, and I make them talk.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing.
And now we're definitely at a stage where they'll just look at the menu, and then when a waiter comes, they'll be like, oh, I really want this one, please. And And I really enjoyed watching that interaction. And it's fucking dumb, isn't it? Because it's just a very basic human interaction. And
But
I'm
it's things that
I really
most
enjoyed
of them
watching my
haven't
kids
learned.
talk to adults. Like, what a weird thing. They haven't learnt it.
It's odd. It's odd how people like they just baby like growing kids so much.
But we all do it. It's
I
not
don't
them
think I
or
do.
us.
I don't think I do as much as some people online. Like, I would quite happily let my 7-year-old go into the shop and get
I
what
would
she needs to
immediately.
get. I
No
would.
problem.
I wouldn't have any issue with doing it.
It's
Like, I wouldn't let her go and play on the street by herself.
what's happened? Let's break it down. What's happened that we now don't do that?
I think it's because she hasn't had, like, if I just started letting her go out on the street now, it'd be really weird because she's never done that before. Like, she hasn't grown confidence to do that.
Yeah.
Whereas when we were kids, like, we did it from such an early age that we grew up, like, basically on the streets, and we
what's
we were
happened
very
to make
street
that
smart.
stop?
I think social media. I think, like,
You reckon?
I think all the scare stories in social media. Obviously, we didn't have any of them scare stories when that stuff obviously still happened because paedophiles haven't just come out of nowhere. But I think it's all the scare stories. People have gone, oh, God, that might happen, so I best not let them out.
Yeah. Was it as prominent then or not?
I think it was more prominent.
I don't.
Don't you? In the 90s? I think it was quite normalised to be affectionate towards kids. Like, I've seen some fucked up videos online where people are in game shows and the host is like kissing the kids on the cheek, and it's odd.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Obviously.
I think it wasn't as criminalised as it is now.
No, which is a great thing, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a great thing, but I think also there wasn't as much opportunity to be able to do it then, whereas there is now.
No, I think paedophiles and stuff had a great opportunity when we were kids because we were all out. We wasn't at home.
But we were a lot
supervised.
smarter. We were a lot wiser and a lot smarter.
We were,
like
because
if a
we were
man
out from a young
if a man
age.
or a woman came up to me and they were like, "Oh, come and give me a cuddle," I immediately would have been like, "No, mate," and ran off.
That's exactly what I mean. So if Erin was to go out onto the street,
that'd be weird, yeah.
She would probably go off with them.
Yeah, of course.
Because she obviously feels like all adults are safe because she's not been put in that position to see that.
But I think there's more opportunity to do it now because you can contact them through online.
Oh yeah, there's definitely more ways online for you to get. Like,
which is obviously dreadful.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can ever 100% secure your child online unless you just don't allow them to be online.
Yeah, I don't think...
Simple as that.
Like, you can put apps on the phone and stuff, but there's always ways for them to get around it. And they will find ways to get around it.
Yeah.
And they'll discuss that with the mates, and all of the mates will know ways to get around it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can't be 100% safe online. No way.
No, you are right, though. I think kind of to end this, I think social media is terrible, but what's really interesting is we're having a conversation saying social media is terrible, and we're going to post this on social media for people to hopefully watch and listen and enjoy and subscribe to. It's a really interesting world, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a bit insane at the minute. Like,
very hypocritical of us.
Like, what do you think? Like, do you let your kids go on social media? Are you okay with that? Like, do you think they should go out and play more, or are we being more safe nowadays? Like, let us know your thoughts.
I would love to see it go backwards and more people come off of social media.
So good.
And let's say, I think it's too late for our kids now because they're what, 7, 8, 9 plus. But I would love their kids to be at a point where they're playing out on the street.
Yeah, I think it will do.
I hope it goes backwards. I really hope it goes backwards. Will society allow that? I don't know. Because I think, imagine right now, if there were 10 kids outside on the street playing, screaming and shouting, having fun and playing Kirby, going up and down on the roads on their bikes. Imagine how many complaints there'd be.
Oh my God, there would be so many.
People would literally be like, what are those children outside doing? I'm going to call the police.
Yeah.
And they're just outside having fun, socialising with their mates. Isn't that mad?
It's insane.
Because that never happened. There were kids everywhere all the time when we were kids, weren't there? Everywhere. On every estate, on every corner, every shop, everywhere. And they were smiling and having fun.
And if you see like kids on bikes now, you feel a bit wary of them.
Look at those reprobates. Yeah. Oh my God, he has his hood up. Oh, he must be a dangerous criminal and probably have a knife in his pocket. It's ludicrous. He's probably just cycling down the street to go home.
Yeah.
And it's terrible the way that I think kids are treated now. I hope it goes backwards.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the time.
I do too.
I'm 37. I hope it goes back to the time when I was from the age of probably 3 until I was probably 16, where I was out all the time and I was hanging out in in playgrounds and on the rec, and it was mad. How old was I? I was probably like 9 or 10, and I used to go down to the river in the town that I lived, because I used to be, the River Thames went through it, and I'd meet up with probably 10, 15 mates, and we'd all strip down to our boxers, and we'd just go swimming in the river and jump out of trees into the river, and we'd just take a towel with us, and we'd dry ourselves off and we'd go swimming literally in a river. You can't do that now because companies are horrible and really obviously pollute our rivers, and obviously for money and stuff. But
well, they probably did then, but we didn't know about it.
And we didn't give a fuck, and I'm okay.
It was okay.
Like, imagine if you saw kids at a river now jumping in their boxes having fun.
Oh, God.
It would blow your mind, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
What are they doing? Oh, my God, they're damaging. Like, shut up, mate. They're just having fun. I think kids...
We need a petition. Bring back the good old days.
We do.
We do.
But what's a shame is I don't know if it ever will happen, because all the social media giants are so rich, and they have so much power and influence now that I don't think they'd allow it.
I actually think it will happen. I think there'll be a trend.
I hope it does.
There'll be a trend where people are going back to nature, getting rid of smartphones. They'll buy the basic, normal, cool phones.
I really hope so.
I think they
I hope
will.
you're right.
I hope so.
I pray that you are right.
Let's start the movement. Just like let me have
well, let Kimmi be on social media and have
please.
fun. But everyone else just go back and in a nutshell, I think people don't live in the moment anymore, and people are too absorbed in their screens, regardless of what screen it is that they're looking at. And I think it would be really good and very, very, very healthy for people to go back to living in the moment.
Yeah, and for that person with that confession, I'm glad that you managed to find ways to.
It's amazing, because you can damage yourself on social media and online. Like, this person had a gambling addict online, like not slot machines.
It's so easy to do
it's
that,
incredibly easy. I would say I definitely had a gambling problem around the age of 19 with slot machines. Do you remember slot machines?
Yeah.
I used to get my wages, get paid like however much, let's say 350 quid a week, and I used to spend 250
like
quid a week.
the old school ones where you press the button.
I probably used to put 250 quid in a week in them every week, and I was fully addicted, so I took myself out of situations, and I haven't touched one ever since, and I won't. So good for that person who's done that. Cause,
online gambling places make it so fun as well. It's literally like playing a game, but it's with
you're playing a game with real money, and you just use Apple Pay to pay it.
Yeah.
So you have to do nothing and get no details. It's mad.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
Anyway.
I think you should both reveal your screen time.
I don't know how.
I will tell you. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at your screen time and my screen time.
We're going to reveal our screen time.
What? Have you got the same phone as me, or?
A Samsung.
Oh, Samsung. Good boy. So if you go into your search bit, so like scroll up.
Yeah.
And then in your search, put screen time.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Screen time, search. Then what?
It should come up.
Screen time out, keep screen on, screen time
goal. You press that one, and then it should tell you.
Is that? I think that might just be for today. Let's have a look, shall we?
So if you press like the time.
So what's your average screen time for a week, for a day in a week?
For a day?
In a week. So look at your week.
So on my weekly report.
Yeah.
7 hours 42 minutes is my average.
Mine's 5 hours 49.
That's not bad. I have had days.
Well, that's ludicrous. You say that's not bad. That's more than a whole day of me looking at my phone.
Yeah,
Bear in mind, a lot of my work, which I do in real life, and I appreciate, same as you, I use my phone for.
Yeah, but I've had days where I've literally got days on here where I've been on my phone for 12 hours a day.
That's a lot, isn't it?
That's actually insane. But yeah, 7 hours and 54 minutes. And do you know what? That's actually good for me, because it used to be a lot more.
That's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's such an unhealthy amount of time.
Like, people do watch like movies and stuff on their phone as well, which
I appreciate. But
what's your screen time? Let us know.
Yeah, what's your average screen time for a week on your phone, please? I'm very curious. For me, 5 hours a day, that's 35 hours a week, which is a day and a half I spend a week staring at my fucking phone. A day and a half a week.
Mine's 8. Mine's 7 hours 54 minutes. So 8 hours.
I once looked at my sister's, and it sickened me. It was 18 hours.
In one day?
18 hours was the average screen time. 18 hours. Yeah. But kids now.
Oh my God, I need to check my son's.
They do everything on their phone.
Yeah.
So she'll be sat in her bedroom.
But she's at school for most of the day.
18 hours was the average screen time.
That's insane.
So she'll be sat watching a film, and her phone will be there on screen time with her mate, watching a film.
Really?
I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm watching a film. I'm like, who the fuck's that on your phone? She's asked my mate. I'm like, why is your mate watching you? Well, I'm like, what? I'm like, that makes no sense. Meet up with each other and watch the film. Like, what are you doing? Mad, right? It's wild. But that's what kids do now, don't they? So, we sound so old saying that sort of shit. That's what kids do now. I don't care. It's fine. Right, let's end it. After you. Oh, I just hit myself around the balls. Oh, that hurts so much.
How did you do that?
I just flicked up and whacked myself in my testicle. My bad.
Well, thank you for listening. Don't forget to go to the Patreon where we have lots of behind the scenes stuff, including pictures of Rick falling asleep on the sofa that used to be here. Well, you're not falling asleep, but...
Did I?
No, you look like you are.
Oh, okay. So fucking hell. I'm so sorry. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and all of our other social media platforms. You will find us on www.theconfessionalpodcast.co.uk. Remember, you can now ring in and leave us a voicemail, which would be really fun, so we could actually play them and then obviously comment back on them. I have been Rick. This has been the amazing co-host Kimmi Kaiy. We hope that you love the new setting. I do. I think it was amazing. And have a good bloody week. Bye.
Bye.
Toasty!